Bandit informant caught in Katsina as insurgents attack Zamfara. Flood to hit 14 states as NIMET warns of natural disaster. NAPTIP rescues 8 stolen children from Delta orphanage. And on the foreign scene, top police official testifies on criminal syndicate infiltration in South Africa. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update on Trust TV. My name is Idris Dayabaturi. Now, 4 informants linked to bandits who also took part in a recent deadly attack on Katsina community in Faskari local government area of Katsina State have been exposed and apprehended. During the attack, which occurred late in the evening 7 days ago, 3 people were killed, 3 others sustained gunshot injuries, while 3 girls were abducted and an unspecified number of animals rustled. Villagers later noticed suspicious signs leading to the questioning of suspected collaborators. All 4 confessed to participating in the raid and have since been handed over to local authorities in Faskari for further interrogation. Reports indicate that 3 of the suspects are indigenes of Katsina, while the 4th hails from Wasani, a neighboring village. The distressed residents are calling on authorities to deepen investigations, expose other collaborators, and ensure justice is served. And our bandits have launched a fresh attack on Maru town, the headquarters of Maru local government area of Zamfara state, killing one Attahiru Abubakar. A resident in the town who pleaded anonymity said the bandit invaded the town around 2 a.m. on Wednesday. He said the bandit kidnapped late Attahiru's family alongside 9 others during the attack. The tragic incident highlights the lingering resurgence of security challenges in the local council. Now, troops of the 3 Division Joint Task Force Operation Enduring Peace have killed a bandit during an ambush in Odari Forest in Dutz and Zaki, was a local government area of Plateau State. Spokesman for the task force, Major Samson Nantip Zakom, in a statement on Wednesday said the intelligence-led operation took place on Tuesday. Zakom explained that troops intercepted bandits on motorcycles heading into the forest, killing one while others escaped with gunshot wounds. According to him, troops recovered a motorcycle, 2 mobile phones, a machete, and shams abandoned by the fleeing bandits. Zakom added that in another operation on Monday, soldiers launched an offensive against bandits at crossing points around Garga, Shawaka, Yuli, and Kukawa villages in Wasi and Kanam local government areas, where the troops reportedly overpowered the bandits with superior firepower, forcing them to flee. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ended the 6-month state of emergency imposed on Rivers State, announcing that Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, Ngozi Ima-Odu, and members of the State House of Assembly will return to office from Thursday, September 18, 2025. In a statement from the presidency on Wednesday, Tinubu said the emergency rule declared on March 18, 2025 was necessary to hold what he described as a total paralysis of governance in the state at the time. He recalled that a fierce conflict between Governor Fubara and 27 lawmakers loyal to the House Speaker had crippled governance, with the Supreme Court even ruling on the one point that there was no government in Rivers State. Tinubu explained that the intervention, which suspended the offices of the governor, deputy governor, and all lawmakers, was supported by the National Assembly and aimed at restoring peace and order. The president noted that over 40 lawsuits were filed to challenge the proclamation, but insisted it was constitutionally justified, saying it would have been a colossal failure not to act. Tinubu praised the new spirit of understanding among Rivers political stakeholders and urged governors and state assemblies nationwide to prioritize harmony between the executive and legislature to deliver democratic dividends to Nigerians. Now, the federal government has issued a fresh warning of possible flooding in Lagos, Adamawa, and 12 other states. In a flood prediction released on Tuesday by the National Flood Early Warning Center of the Federal Ministry of Environment, heavy rainfall is expected between September 16 and 18 and 14 states and 52 communities. The flood prediction was signed by the Director of the Erosion, Flood and Coastal Zone Management Department, Usman Abdullahi Bokani. According to the ministry, the states to possibly experience flooding within the predicted days are Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Adamawa, Cross River, Bayelsa, and Delta. Others are Kaduna, Kebbi, Katsina, Rivers, Imo, Sokoto, Ondo, and Lagos states. This comes just 3 days after the government warned of flooding in Adamawa and 10 other states, advising residents around River Gongola, River Benue, and River Niger, the communities on the floodplains of River Gongola up to Hinuman, and also communities on the floodplains of River Benue and River Niger up to Lokoja to evacuate immediately. Now, the Nigerian government has secured the release of 3 pilgrims detained in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, since last month following their arrest over alleged drug trafficking. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, announced this at a press briefing on Wednesday. The reports.
The agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Baba Femi, explained 3 Nigerians who were freed by the Saudi Arabia authorities after 4 weeks in custody includes Mrs. Mariam Hussein Abdullahi, Mrs. Abdullahi Bahija Aminu, and Mr. Abdulhamid Siddiq. He stated that their freedom followed weeks of relentless engagements by the chairman and chief executive of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Marwa, with the leadership of the General Directorate of Narcotics Control in Saudi Arabia. Baba Femi advised air passengers to always ensure the appropriate tagging of their luggage before departure to avoid being implicated by drug dealers.
Our Chairman Chief Executive General Mara had engaged with his Saudi counterpart at multiple levels and different locations, including in Saudi Arabia, in compliance with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's agenda that no Nigerian suffers unjustly in a foreign land. We are therefore happy to inform you that following the series of engagements, one of the 3 Nigerians was released from custody on Sunday, the 14th September, and the remaining 2 on Monday, 15th September 2025, just 2 days ago.
He also acknowledged the support of the Attorney General of the Federation, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Togar, Minister of Aviation, Festus Kiyamo, and National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhuribadu, in resolving the matter.
In the words of our Chairman Chief Executive General Mara, the biggest support of our efforts in this case came from President Tinubu himself, who is committed to ensuring that every Nigerian gets their deserved respect and fair treatment wherever they are across the world. And that is what has come to play in this case, that no Nigerian is unjustly punished for crimes they know nothing about anywhere in the world. We equally appreciate the assistance provided by the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Olasukomi Fagbemi, SAN, the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, and the Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Mr. Festus Keyamo, SAN, as well as the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu.
Baba Femi, who added that the engagement had the full support of President Bola Tinubu, said the 3 pilgrims would soon arrive in the country.
Now, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has clarified that all matters relating to the pilgrims' refunds from the 2025 Hajj have been reconciled and settled. NACON said this in a statement by its Principal Information Officer, Shafi'i Mohammed, in Abuja on Tuesday. According to Mohammed, the Commission has dismissed reports suggesting that the preparations for the 2026 Hajj are being delayed due to unresolved issues with the 2025 operational account. He confirmed that NACON had settled and fully reconciled all matters relating to pilgrims' refunds from the 2025 Hajj. The NACON Information Officer said with the matter resolved, the Commission was now shifting focus to preparations for the 2026 Hajj. The Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has announced the approval for the establishment of a division of the Federal Court of Appeal in Abeokuta, the state capital, to enhance effective justice delivery. He made the announcement during the 2025-2026 special church service, marking the new legal year held at the Cathedral of St. Peter's, Ikea, Abeokuta. The governor urged members of the state judiciary to rededicate themselves to the cause of justice, maintaining integrity, fairness, and adherence to the principle of checks and balances without compromising judicial independence. The report.
It was special church service ushering in the 2025-2026 Ogun State legal year. It was attended by the governor, members of the State Executive Council, the Chief Judge of Ogun State, retired and serving judges, magistrates, members of the State Judicial Commission, and other judicial officers. Delivering his sermon, the Anglican Bishop of Ijebu Southwest Diocese, Reverend Babatunde Ogunbawo, charged judicial officers not to be swayed by power, wealth, or opportunity, and warned against corruption and abuse of office.
Public trust in legal system is often fragile. Let us restore confidence, not just by legal correctness, but by acting justly with moral courage. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you.
Governor Dakpo Abiodun, in his remarks, reaffirmed his administration's commitment to strengthen justice delivery. He then announced the approval for the establishment of the Ogun Division of the Federal Court of Appeal.
We must try to identify with the fact that a strong, independent, and upright judiciary is indispensable to good governance, economic development, and social stability. Therefore, our administration will continue to provide the necessary support and resources to enhance judicial efficiency, to uphold the sanctity of the legal system in our dear state. As we continue to respect court orders and judgments, we will also continue to support the judiciary in ensuring equitable dispensation and efficient administration of justice in Ogun State.
Speaking to journalists after the service, the Chief Judge of Ogun State, Justice Mosumola Dikpelu, revealed that the state judiciary has commenced e-filing, e-affidavit, and other technology-driving initiatives to improve justice dispensation.
When the registrars are computer literate, the job of the judge is easy. All our judges are computer literate. 99% of the magistrates are computer literate. The judicial research officers, all of them are computer literate. So when our registrars too are computer literate, the job of the judge is very easy. When we start e-filing, which are starting very soon, and e-affidavit, when we start e-filing, once cases are filed, the admin judge will just assign cases online. And whether it's a weekend or it's evening or midnight, once you look at your phone or your computer, you know that cases have been assigned to your court. And you can also assign dates for the cases, and your registrar too will take notes.
The special service ended with thanksgiving and prayers for Nigeria's leader, as well as peace and development across the nation. From Ogun State, Abbas Ibrahim Talibi, Trust TV.
Now moving on to more stories. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, has announced the rescue of 8 children suspected to have been stolen and kept at a private orphanage in Asaba, Delta State. This is contained in a statement on Tuesday by NAPTIP's press officer, Vincent Adekoyi. The operations was conducted with support from the Department of State Services, DSS, Anambra State Command. Also involved were the Nigerian Police Force, Delta State Command, the Kano State Ministry of Women Affairs, and the civil society organizations based in Kano. The orphanage is reportedly run by a senior official. The operator is said to be a member of the executive committee of the Association of Orphanage Operators in Nigeria. Investigations revealed that the children were trafficked from Kano and other northern states. The children were allegedly stolen by an interstate child trafficking syndicate and transported to the south-south and southeastern regions of Nigeria. Now, the Jigawa state government has honored exceptional teachers under the State Science and Technical Education Board, presenting them with plaques and cash prizes in recognition of their outstanding performance during the 2025 academic year. At the colorful award ceremony in Dutse, Governor Umaru Namadi described the initiative as a fair and just way of celebrating excellence. The reports.
The governor noted that recognizing teachers' effort serve as a powerful morale booster and urged other sectors of education to adopt similar programs. The governor further pledged to expand the scheme to cover all areas of education in the state, ensuring that top-performing teachers will be celebrated every year. He also highlighted his administration's investment in education, including schools renovations, improved teaching and learning facilities, better salaries, modern training for teachers, and new recruitment to address manpower shortages.
This Best Teacher Award is quite important because in everything you do, somebody needs to be motivated. Somebody needs to be recognized that he's doing something good. And I think the Best Teacher Award is also an avenue that recognizes the best performing teachers. Now we have seen teachers have received award, and I'm sure they will be very happy. And we are also happy with them, and we are proud of them. Because that means these people have taken their job seriously. And I think those, again, this will also encourage others to try and compete. Maybe next time, so people will beat them in terms of performance and come up with the award.
Chairman of the State Science and Technical Education Board, Professor Abbas Jafaru Badakaya, explained that the awardees were carefully selected through a rigorous process. He said criteria such as punctuality, dedication, teaching confidence, and compassion towards students were used in determining the winners.
The winners of this competition emerged through a rigorous, intensive, and continuous assessment process conducted over the entire 2024-25 academic session, consisting of first term, second term, and third term. The assessment instrument, meticulously developed by experts, consists of 9 distinct sections. Each section evaluated key quality of an effective teacher, such as punctuality, preparedness, physical appearance, adherence to ethical standards, and respect for school policies.
According to him, the recognition sends a clear message that the contribution of teachers in shaping the future of Jigawa's children will not go unnoticed. This year's highest honor went to Sanusi Muhammad, who was named Best Teacher in Jigawa State 2025. He received a cash prize of 600,000 naira in recognition of his exceptional commitment to teaching and student development.
I dedicate myself to my work. I am very punctual in my work, and I discharge my duty effectively throughout the day. That is my habit. And also, my teachers, we used to live in a harmony. I'm not fighting with anybody, and I used to maintain my duty. Whatever I was assigned by the school, I will discharge it.
Stakeholders say the Best Teacher Award is not just a celebration of individual achievement, but a statement of state's commitment to strengthening education through recognition, motivation, and support for those at the heart of learning.
Now, the chairman of the top traditional rulers council in Ikom local government area, Atumba Sioke, has raised the alarm over his safety after confirming that 2 of his subjects were recently beheaded in renewed communal clashes. Deadly fighting broke out again last week between 4 Ikom communities, Eku, Kunaila, Alesi, Agbragba, and Okosoro, against their border neighbors in Obubra local government area, namely Ochon, Odong, and Okom. The conflict, rooted in land disputes and encroachment claims, first erupted in 2016, flared up again in 2022, and has now resumed in 2025. Oke said his communities had lost at least 5 people since the fresh round of hostilities, 2 of them gruesomely beheaded. They alleged that others were cooked and chewed as meat, adding that the video recorded by the other communities is available for citing. As of press time, the Deputy Police Public Relations Officer Igri Ewa and the State Security Advisor Major General Obono Ubi, retired, had yet to react to the escalation of the crisis. And now in business, the World Trade Organization WTO has cautioned Nigeria and other developing economies that without urgent investment in digital infrastructure, skills and regulatory capacity, they risk being sidelined in an emerging surge to trade driven by artificial intelligence AI. The warning came with the launch of the WTO's 2025 World Trade Report and companion study, Trading with Intelligence, How AI Shapes and is Shaped by International Trade. The report highlights both the transformative potential and looming risk of AI in reshaping global commerce. Under an optimistic scenario of universal AI adoption and strong productivity growth by 2040, global real trade could rise by nearly 14 percentage points, the report projects. However, with uneven AI uptake and weaker productivity, growth gains could fall to under 7 percentage points. According to the report, AI offers opportunities to automate customs clearance, streamline border controls, navigate complex regulations, and improve risk prediction. Now, away from Nigeria, a top police official who claimed that South Africa's police and justice system has been infiltrated by a criminal syndicate took to the stand Wednesday at a government-backed probe into allegation. KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nala Mokwanzi said at a news conference in July that some top politicians and police officials were interfering in sensitive police investigations in the interest of criminal syndicates and drug cartels. His claims caused a public outcry and led to the Commission of Inquiry being appointed by President Cyril Ramaphosa. South Africa's parliament has been separately investigating Mokwanzi's claims. South Africa has one of the highest crime rates in the world, and allegations of corruption within the police are not new. However, it is unusual for high-ranking police officials to accuse each other of involvement with criminals. During his opening statement on Wednesday, Mokwanzi said he would show the extent of the threat to his country's criminal justice system. And now in sports, Super Eagles captain William Troost Ekong has been celebrated for his outstanding achievements on and off the pitch, clinching 2 top honors at the Nigerian UK Sport Awards, NUCSA. Troost Ekong won the first performance in a major international competition awards in recognition of his commanding displays at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON in Ivory Coast, where he was voted player of the tournament. His leadership and resilience were instrumental in Nigeria's impressive run to the final, further solidifying his reputation as one of Africa's most influential defenders. He also received the Philanthropy and Humanitarian Award for the impactful work of the Troost Ekong Foundation, which supports children in underserved Nigerian communities through education, sport development, and access to essential resources. His involvement in the foundation showcases both his advocacy for sustainability in sport and his leadership as Super Eagles captain. And with that, we have come to the end of the news update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our media platforms and also watch us live on YouTube for more news programs and documentaries. My name is Idris Laye Bature, thanking you for being with us.